Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode number 670 today. And I made a mistake yesterday, stating that it's 670. It was 669. But regardless of that, it's 670 days today, and it's 670 consecutive days of blogging and podcasting. And as you can see, I am currently at Rosnola at the beach. Well, not literally at the beach, because as you can see in a distance, the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, is roaring, and I'm just after the high tide. It's the time when the spring tides are coming, so basically the sun, the earth and moon, they align in pretty much the same line, and that causes the amplified impact of gravity, making tides stronger at high tide and much lower at the low tide. So I decided to be at the ramp, just beside the exit to the beach, and operate here. I had to do it this way because obviously I can't get onto the beach, but about that I will be talking tomorrow, because the new way of vlogging or podcasting here is to backdate the journal. That means that I will be now updating you or speaking about yesterday. And here is my beautiful face. So let's get into it, because yesterday was quite an interesting day. Not that it was super exciting or anything amazing happened, but there were a couple of highlights that I want to mention. So yesterday we deployed the mobile sauna with Julian in the morning. So Elizabeth stayed at home, and we basically went onto the beach with Julian, and Julian started helping me with the sauna, preparing it, like preparing the water and essential oils and getting certain things opened, like the trailer, while I was kind of, starting the fire to warm up the stove and to prepare everything else, detach the sauna and repark the car. So Julian was very, very helpful, and it was nice to spend that bit of time with him. And we had a couple of bookings, so we operated in the morning, and we had a couple of customers. So it wasn't the best day, but it also wasn't the worst. It was, I would say, a 1/3 of what we did a record of revenue within one day. So not that bad. About probably half or close to half of an average good day. So after that, we decided to not deploy the sauna in the evening or in the afternoon. So you see that I'm a little bit dirty from the stove probably, and get some time off to clean up the sauna and spend some time in the afternoon together, rather than just going in that full circle and have no life pretty much, because it was quite tiring when we operate full day of sauna. So on the way back from Rosnola with Julian, we decided to stop by one of the places that are geocache location. I mentioned geocaching before, and this was the second day that we decided to test and see if we can find another geocache. And it was pretty tough at first. We saw people's comments. Obviously, they can't tell you exactly what it is, or they can't hint you too much. It's all about searching and having fun for that geocache. And for those of you that are not familiar with geocaching, you can read the blog post a few days ago or so, or listen to the podcast from that day, but I will just quickly recall that. So basically, geocaching community is about, I don't know, 3 million people or or maybe more, probably more. I think it's 3 million is of those geocaches around the world. So there's a huge community of people that decided to put a very interesting concept of hiding small containers, bigger containers, or big containers in different places around the world. Sometimes they are easy to find, sometimes it's much harder, sometimes it's an easy terrain, sometimes you need to do a little bit of strenuous search to find them. And most of those geocaches, as far as I know, contain some form of notebook or report book or some piece of paper that people just put or log their finding. And the whole fun is kind of compressed into the app and the portal. You can register for free, and for free you have access to basic geocaches around the world. So it uses your location, you can find which geocaches are close by, and it will lead you to that. It will help you navigate to the point, and at this point where you are, you should be able to find the geocache within about 10 to 20 feet from that spot. And they can be anywhere. They are never buried, but they can be in different places, kind of hidden. And they are, as I said, it says if it's a micro, small, or bigger container. And once you find them, you just log them as find. It will basically lights up on your map as a smiley face, and you can add comment, thank you, say thank you to the person that actually created that geocache in that location, etc. So this was our second geocache. It was supposed to be a quick find, but we spent good 15 minutes before we actually had that bro moment, and we found it and logged ourselves in. And then we went back to the house. I parked the sauna. Julian stayed at home and played some games, ate some food, and Elizabeth and myself, we went to Bundoran and had a nice meal at Humble, our new location for food. Then we decided to go to Sligo shopping center because it was not far from Bundoran, and we never been there, so we wanted to see how in comparison it is to the one in Letterkenny, like the Tesco and Dunnes Stores and other shops. So we bought a couple of things that we needed, and while we were already in Sligo area, we decided to go for a short walk, and we drove to Dewey Rock, which is kind of quite a big rock, and around it is a nice forest. The loop is very short. It's probably 1.2 kilometers, maybe 1.3. So not a hard or long walk, but it's quite scenic because you're walking in beautiful forest alongside the shore of the lake called Loch Gill. And then you kind of circle around. You can go to the top of the rock. There's a bench with the beautiful view on to Ben Bulben, which is one of the highlights of the Sligo area, probably the natural monument that is very characteristic to Sligo area. It's like a flat mountain or table mountain that you can climb, and it's very unique, especially to Ireland and in Europe in general. So it's well worth checking up if you're traveling to Ireland. And after we did that, we came back home to Julian, and we didn't have an idea for dinner, so we decided to do takeout. But Elizabeth started doing some exercise and her kind of program of exercise. So Julian and myself, we came up with an idea to actually drive to Donegal town, get ourselves some food, like the proper quality father and son time, get some kind of takeaway food, something not super healthy, but have fun together, get some drinks, like some, energy drink or whatever. And we ate some chicken wings and chips, taco chips, or taco fries. And once we ate them, we decided to go and see if we can find another geocache, because it was in Donegal town. There's a couple of them in Donegal town, and this one wasn't super difficult. Probably the fastest one that we found so far. That was our third. And once we were happy with the finding, it was just about time to order food for Elizabeth, because we already ate and she wanted from the other takeaway. So we ordered that food while kind of stopping at the other location of a geocache, and we found it very quickly. That was probably the fastest find. Julian found it straight away. There was no difficulty at all. And we logged the third geocache that day and fourth in general, which makes it over one geocache found per day on average. And we would like to keep it and do it for the full year, like 365 geocaches within a year. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it, but we'll try. So that's about geocaching, and in general about yesterday. It was a lovely and very kind of interesting day with different things happening, and I wanted to highlight them. It's already a very long episode, so thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of the day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Stay tuned and see you again tomorrow.